Usually a stop tap's located underneath the sink. Maybe if you've got an outhouse toilet, it might be there. What you want to do is turn it fully left. So you remember you're righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You want to go left all the way and then turn it a half turn right so it doesn't seize up. And the same for turning it off, you want to go right until it's tight. In replace of stop taps, in modern buildings, new builds, they will fit something called a shore stop. It's like a switch that you switch to turn off the water rather than having to turn the stop tap, turn the valve off. They're located usually the same place that the stop tap is, under your sink, under your kitchen sink, or sometimes I have known them be placed where you'd slot your washing machine in. They're only thin, it looks like a light switch. It's like a big blue switch and you just flick it and that turns off the water. I know modern buildings nowadays are the ones usually fitted with them anyway. Before you take the inserts out, you want to turn your water off. Otherwise you could undo with the water on, it's all pressurised. Your taps, they have inserts on them. They have caps on the top of them. You just take the top off, your inserts are there, replace them, and then put the caps back on. Same again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Turn it left, screw one out, screw one in, easy as that, and then put it back together. If you've got a plunger, that'd be great. Usually that stops it. They do drain unblockers in any sort of, merchants, any sort of handy shop or anything. You can pour that down there, just straight down the sink, that does it. Worst case, if you get a bucket, you want to put it under your sink waste and then undo the waste and take it out. But be aware, the water in the sink will pour out, so you want to put a bucket under there to stop it. But usually drain unblocker or a good plunger will get rid of it. So the block toilet is the same as a block sink. If you've got a plunger, you just want to put it in. A lot of people don't actually plunge it hard enough. What you want to do is push it in and then pump it. You want to basically force air into the system or force the water that the plunger pushes in so you can get rid of the blockage. If it's a block manhole cover, that's something that we need to sort of come out to do because you need tools to get rid of it. Toilet seats are nice and easy. Same again, there's 2 screws on the back of the toilet. You can just reach your arm around, undo them. They come fully off and you just lift the toilet off. Put your new toilet seat on. Again, you just same place, slot in the holes. Toilets always have holes pre-made. You just tighten the screws up, and there you go. You simply just take the top of the lid of your toilet off. They have like a hook, the siphons do, on the toilet handles. Take the hook out. You might need some grips or something. You can usually do it hand tight, but sometimes they can be a bit tough. You just take the hook out. You can unscrew the toilet handle from the toilet, get your new handle, screw it on, and then you just simply put your hook back in and then test it, and if it flushes, you're all good. If your sink waste's leaking, sometimes, in fact most of the time, it's either a seal's come loose or it's just come untight. Because with hot water going down there, the plastic can expand and move about, so sometimes the nuts come loose. Simply all you do, go under your cupboard, under your sink. You can identify where it's leaking from. Usually you can see where the water's dripping out as you pour water down the drain. Just try and tighten it up. Or if you undo it, then you can check the seal around where it slots into the pipe. It's usually, say if it was from the sink waste, you can see the seal where it slots around. If it's come loose or anything, you just want to slot it back in because they fit perfectly into the slots, and then tighten it up and tight, and that usually does the trick. If it still leaks after you've done all that, we'll need to come out because either your seal's gone, it'll need replacing, or you need a new whole waste trap. If your toilet's leaking through the inlet, you want to isolate it the same way you would a tap. It's a flathead screwdriver. You just want to turn it so it's flat, not in line with the pipe. Your pipe will run up that way, and you just want to turn it so it's flat, and that'll stop the inlet for the toilet. You won't be able to use the toilet whilst it's isolated, but you will have one flush after that. If you saw your tap was leaking down the inlet pipe underneath the sink, you would turn your isolator quarter turn so it's flat rather than straight up the pipe.